Hey guys, I'm Morthadon and we are back for Better Call Saul Season 5, Episode 3. So, last time we had Nacho trying to impress Lalo a bit. He pulled off some crazy stunts and stuff like that and seems to maybe have gotten a little bit of trust. I don't think Lalo's ready to spill his guts yet, but we'll see how that goes. We had some pretty good scenes with Hector and Lalo. It just really makes me appreciate that actor and how good he is at playing that role, right? Of being in that wheelchair and just the facial expressions he makes and everything. I talked at a decent length in the discussion of last episode about that, so that was pretty crazy. We have Domingo was caught and Jimmy is being picked up by Nacho, I imagine, to be his lawyer. Um, which on Jimmy's side of thing, he's pumping through clients. That was something I didn't talk about very much, is the fact that he's kind of speed running his clients and maybe not getting them the best of deals just because he wants to clear these numbers, get his name out there, and just get a lot of these cases over with because he's picked up so many. And I don't know if I could do something like that because I'm the kind of person that would want to give each and every person my full attention and do the best I can for them. Whereas Jimmy might be half-assing it, kind of like what was her name? The lawyer lady. Sorry, I can't remember off the top of my head at the moment. Um, but she said it like you're just trying to speed run through your clients and pump out as many as you can to make as much money as you can, kind of thing. She could tell that he wasn't really like caring for them, right? And but Jimmy pulled off some shenanigans, got her caught in an elevator with him so that way they could plow through. I think he said they got through like 20 in 20 minutes or whatever, which is pretty crazy that, he only fought for 1 minute for each of them pretty much. So um, but yeah, I'm looking forward to this episode and seeing. I also realized after I finished recording that it's been a while since we've had Jimmy kind of overlap. Like we had a little bit. We had him ask Mike to help him with like the popple or the pummel thing, that theft, and Mike wouldn't do it. But like really spending time with the other cast members, Jimmy's been kind of like separate from all of them for a while, and that's been some of my favorite scenes. Is when Jimmy shows up and does stuff with Mike, or Jimmy and Nacho, or Mike and Nacho, and stuff like that. Just these overlap moments are really cool, and I'm really excited to see another one. So I'm gonna see crap. Ugh. All right, let's start the episode, shall we, guys? We're gonna start here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Excuse me, by the way, guys. Sorry about that. I really wanted to get the episode started because I already talked longer than I had planned. And is that the ice cream he left? There's some music. Man. Did they CG this ant? Or did they just film this ice cream cone and get this? I imagine it's CG, right? I mean, it doesn't take very long for ants to grab hold of these things, right? What an interesting shot. It's like disturbing a little bit too. I don't like seeing ants so up close. They're like this treasure trove of food. Oh my god, there's so many of them. Ugh. hate that. Jesus, look at all the ants. Yep, well, very interesting. Yeah, I wonder if that was all, like, just legit, or... Jimmy. Hmm. Is there no way out? Door locked and no way to unlock it? Alright. I love how Jimmy just stayed quiet and just realized, just by observing, he's just like, oh, I'm fucked. Because you know there's some people that would, like, freak out in a scenario like this and, like, try to open the doors and get away and make things look worse when they just can't anyway. Although I like seeing Jimmy with Nacho, I'm a little worried about Jimmy and Lalo, because Lalo's very clever and very dangerous. He thinks it's about that. There is something, like, very intimidating about someone just washing their hands in front of you. Yeah, he dragged him out in the desert, and I hadn't noticed. Hmm. It was a while ago. It was pretty amazing. Jimmy's like, oh, thank God, I can handle that. Oh. Hmm. Just threw a number out there. I mean, they move drugs. I feel like they have a lot of money. I imagine. Unless they don't have. Damn. He's just pulling out the money right now? Jeez. I mean, Jimmy's done far worse, right? And I imagine they're just going to be selling out someone else. I'm a little scared that it's going to be Gus. And that Jimmy will get in trouble with Gus. Hmm. He's supposed to be, like, doing better, isn't he? He, like, drank himself into a stupor when, when his son died, and now it's bringing those memories back, and he's drinking his problems away. Oh, Mike. Is it? Oh, that's the. Okay. That's another part of the problem for him, too. That was the building that Werner worked on, right? Did he just walk home, or... Oh, jeez. You don't set this up for no reason. Let's play. Jesus. But Mike might. Oh. Jeez. Did he pop it out of a socket or did he break it? Oh. I like how he just stepped on him and over him. I hope they don't have guns. Nope. Just Mike being a badass. Oh, I hate seeing him like that, like drinking again and everything, but I love when he can be a badass to some assholes. That's so fun. Kim? So did he already do the thing, or is it happening like tomorrow or something? I wonder if the number 7,925 is significant. Granted, he got 8,000 anyway, but... Or if it's just a number he spitballed, right? I was thinking, like, I wonder if it's, like, his rent or something. No, it wouldn't be that rent. That's way too expensive for rent, especially in this time period. Wow, she's really, like, sick of Mesa Verde, isn't she? The fact that she's just celebrating that she gets to do the pro bono stuff rather than Mesa Verde stuff. Oh, okay. He's not gonna tell her the truth. Yeah. Kim definitely wouldn't approve with what he's about to do. Huh. I think that wasn't a good for you. That was a... She said, like, good for Saul. That kind of sounded like a lash out at, like, not approving of the Saul Goodman thing. Are they hiding drugs in Rubik's Cubes, or... Oh. What's she doing? Don't tear the remote apart. No! Oh, God. She's gonna give her something, some other toy to take apart instead. Just gonna give her a puzzle. Does he literally have a bin of toys to keep his drug coma girlfriends? occupied. Is that... Oh, shit. Well, let's hope he doesn't see anything too bad. Did they clean up? Hmm. Vroom. It is big. Where'd they shove the other girl? I didn't see the puzzle pieces or anything, any of that on that little table. Oh, shit, really? Would that mean retirement? Or... Hmm. Interesting. So someone wants that real bad. Aw. Damn. Hmm. It's not what he wanted to hear. He wants his son to take it. Oh. Interesting. I didn't even consider that possibility. Damn, did he actually do that? Did we see any evidence of that? I can't remember if we've seen any hint of that in previous episodes. Alright. Kim doing pro bono? Or is this a... Oh, yeah, okay. Oh shit. Something happened in Mesa Verde? PD work over Mesa Verde. Tucumcari is one of the locations for Mesa Verde, right? What? Damn. Hmm. Well, her full day of no Mesa Verde just became a full day of Mesa Verde. Well, you put yourself under someone, and I wonder if this could shift her opinion at all on being part of Strikert and Coakley. Interesting. I only got to read a couple words, so we don't get to hear the story. So who goes down for this? Are those the people that question Domingo? Wait a second. Wait a second! Hank? Hank! Oh. Oh, these two. Cool. I guess it makes sense. DEA, right? When I saw the bald head, I like it was like really blurry, and you could see the when he was walking in the door. It was a very blurry scene of a guy with a bald head, and I briefly thought for a second, and then we saw the back of his head, and I was like, "It's him. It's gotta be him." Oh. All right, was he able to memorize it? What was the other guy's name? They just said his name too, didn't they? The guy on the right there. Shoot. Gomez. At least that's his last name, I'm guessing. I guess that is suspicious if you suddenly want to talk. I'd ask for a deal first. Jimmy. Is Jimmy supposed to be here? He got it right away. Is this part of the plan? This has got to be part of the act, right? Hmm. Oh, this is so cool seeing Hank here. Jimmy interacting. Did we ever really have interactions with Hank and Jimmy in Breaking Bad? Hmm. Jimmy definitely hesitated there. That means they're gonna have to. Maybe it wasn't part of the plan to have someone get arrested. Hmm. All right. Okay. We saw what we needed to see. All right. What's going on? Look at this house. Oh. This is someone. This is someone. This is where they're supposed to put the bank, and this is someone that doesn't want to move, isn't it? All right. Huh. Hmm. Fair market value plus 18,000, right? Hmm. Yeah, I didn't think he'd. Hmm. Might be what Kim's doing with her pro bono work. I think he got to her a little bit. Oh shit, Kim. Alright, so they're happy with her results. Oh. Is this just Lalo just driving on a track? Alright. That's why they needed Kim so badly, though. And a piece of shit. Okay. It doesn't seem upset. That's good. I think Lala likes him. I wonder if they're part of the reason Jimmy kind of goes the route of criminal lawyer, you know? Of course he's saying that after the conversation with his dad earlier. His ice cream. It's metaphorical. Okay, there's more. I was like, wait, are we done? Uh-oh. Is someone following her? She keeps looking in her rearview mirror. Why? It's not the guy, is it? Or does she want to go back? Is she thinking about what she did back there? That's why she's looking in the rearview mirror? Is she gonna turn around and talk to him? She's back, yep. Interesting. What are you gonna do, Kim? Huh. Kim. Damn. Well done. I hope he's okay. I don't. I was just thinking, like, what if just as, like, a last fuck you, he, like, killed himself or something and caused a stir? I don't think so, but I wanted to say it out loud because if it happens, I don't want to be like, oh, I thought about that, but I didn't say it. Because that's happened before. I don't see why he'd do that, though. Gonna get arrested for entering the property because there's rules and you didn't follow them like you told him. Oh, the TV shut off. She did get back a lot later. She went the extra mile. She's not just that suit that you called her. Hmm. Hmm. It's also interesting having this after Jimmy and her went to go look at houses too, right? That is just an unhappy face. Well, does he just not believe it? Or Gus? The lighting is great right there. I love that. Why are we here? Why are we at a power grid? Oh. Ooh. So it's their operation he's going after? Well, there's a problem. So it is Gus they're going after. Whew. Man. A lot of things happen in this episode. Man, I really thought like her going there with the whole helping with the moving and then opening up a little bit would have helped, but just a grumpy old man that doesn't want to move. I partially can't blame him. Like, that is a really shitty situation. I can't imagine having family in one spot since, it was 1974, right? So at this point in time, it would have been like they've lived there for 30 years or something, right? It's like 2005 or something right now, I think, in the show, roughly, give or take. It'd be like 31, 32 years ish. Oh, I thought he actually dropped it that time. Oh, shit. There's glass all over the place now, guys. Come on. That's a parking lot, too. You're gonna hit someone's car. Uh-oh. The lights are on. What's going on out there? Oh shit, alright. Just blowing off some steam, I guess, to end the episode. Alright. That is it, guys, for episode 3. Another good episode. Like I said, like, I felt like a lot happened, like a lot of little developments, I should say. Like, nothing like... I mean, we now know that Lalo is using Domingo to target Gus's organization. I'm very happy to see... I want to see angered Gus going after Lalo, because before, Gus played it easy and just lied to... just made up a lie that sounded nice for Lalo. Once Gus is angry with him and being targeted by Lalo, what is he going to do about that threat, right? Like, that's what I'm excited to see. But the fact that Jimmy had a hand in it, I'm a little worried that Gus will take it out on him, kind of thing. I mean, the thing is Gus is a very smart man, though. I don't think Gus would get mad at Jimmy, actually. Like, I'm worried about that kind of thing. Now, Gus might use Jimmy. I think that's a very big possibility. But, you know, I don't think it's gonna be like... I don't think Gus is the kind of person to be like, oh, you know, you did this for Lalo, so this is your fault. I think Gus is smarter to know that it doesn't matter what lawyer they went to, you know, like, this would have happened anyway because of Lalo. Taking care of Jimmy isn't gonna take care of his Lalo problem. So... but yeah, that's pretty crazy. But yeah, so they're using Domingo to feed information about Gus's organization to the cops, which the cops ended up being the DEA with Hank and Gomez. That is so cool. Oh man, seeing them in the show is awesome. So I will say, just to go on record here so you guys know, I did not know Hank and Gomez made an appearance in the show. I have heard, just before I even started watching Better Call Saul, I had heard that Jesse makes an appearance or two, I believe, at some point. And then I've also heard, now I don't know if things have changed with newer seasons coming out or anything, but I heard that, you know, Walter is never going to show up, right? That he never makes an appearance, which I guess that makes sense, because really Walter, like, before he broke bad in Breaking Bad, he was just a good guy that was, you know, he was just a teacher or whatever, right? And didn't have, like, too much legal trouble that he'd have to, like, try to pursue a lawyer and get connected to this show somehow, right? So I think it makes sense that we never see Walter. But yeah, so just so you guys know that, like, I was super surprised when we saw Hank here, but whenever we see Jesse, it'll be more like, oh, this is when he shows up kind of thing, because I'm fairly certain I heard that somewhere. I don't even remember where I heard it, right? At this point, but just so you guys know, I don't like to fake my reactions and stuff like that. I like to be genuine with all that, and that's why I also don't overreact at things. Like, there's some reactors I watch that, like, the smallest thing will happen and they'll be like, oh shit, holy crap, like, really? And it's like, I just like to be genuine with how I feel about shows and, you know, my reaction to them and everything. But, and I mean, I understand the other side of things where they're trying to make it more entertaining. I get it and everything. It's probably more effective. It's probably why some of those channels have more views than I do, because I'm just a dude watching shows and talking about them, right? Rather than putting on, like, a big show for you guys and everything. But that's the way I am. Anyway, we had Mike drinking again. Now, I can't remember if he's had some drinks before. I know he pretended to be drunk. Well, that was in the past, right? That was after his son died and he was going after the killers, he pretended to be drunk and like lured them out to kill them, kind of thing. But I know that in early episodes when he was talking to Stacy, I believe her name was, uh, he said that he's better, he's sober, and stuff like that. And I'm pretty sure that just meant, he had a really bad drinking problem at one point and got past it, and now he might have that drinking problem again. Or, maybe this is, I don't know, because there's, like, he was drinking out of grief for the loss of his son. Was it because he was addicted to alcohol? I don't know. So I don't know if is this a relapse where he's gonna be addicted and go off the wagon for a while again, or can he just stop at any time and it's fine? He's just upset right now. But I hate seeing Mike wallow in this sadness. Just having several mentions of his son just digging up old wounds, but then also clearly here, I think he's also a little more on the sensitive side because of what happened to Werner. He doesn't like that he did that, right? Which I didn't realize that it was eating away at him that much. I thought it was mainly the son stuff, which I think it is like both, right? But until at the bar he saw that building, which that's the one that Werner, I believe he said Werner was the one that worked on it, and then Mike wanted that down because it reminded him of the innocent guy he had to kill, right? And I mean, Werner was a good guy, got himself into some shady business to get a lot of money and made a mistake, and Mike had to kill him, and that really sucks, and I can understand why Mike is upset, but I hope Mike can pull himself out of this funk. And I mean, I guess we've seen him in Breaking Bad, so we kind of know that he does, but I hope he does it soon, right? I don't like seeing him like this, but I do like seeing him be a badass, though, with those random thugs walking up and he just bodied one of them so easily. Like, he's this older guy, he's drunk and everything. Like, these fucking asshole, kids, essentially, compared to him, go up to him and start talking shit and thinking they're all tough and everything. They just see this old man they assume is weak, and then Mike just schools him. I love that they just stood there and just let him walk away, too. They didn't, like, I don't know if they have guns, but maybe that's just me stereotyping, but they didn't try to, like, pull guns on him. They didn't try to all go at him at once and beat the shit out of him or something. They just respected this badass old man that just bodied their friend, and maybe feared him a little bit too. Very cool. But yeah, I wrote down 7,925. It seemed like a random ass pull of a number. I wonder if it means anything. I know sometimes, like, they use numbers that just have some fun little meanings, like maybe it's a amount of money or a number that has to do with, like, Breaking Bad or something, and it's a reference. Like, sometimes shows do stuff like that. But I don't really think in Better Call Saul, other than maybe it being some subtle reference or something, it probably doesn't mean anything. It's probably just an ass-pull number that Jimmy came up with. He just was trying to think of something, like, really high so he didn't have to do it, kind of thing, I feel like. But high enough that if he did get the money, he'd be like, alright, I guess I'll do it, right? I think really, like, he was going over, like, oh, my full day, like, rush fees, all these things that he was, like, billing up in his head. I don't think he was really billing it up. I think he was thinking, like, how much money would I be willing to accept to do this job, right? And he ended up with, I mean, he gave it an even 8,000, right? Gave him $8,000 to do it, and like he said, like, he said it to Kim, met up with some rocky people, but it's been the best payday for Saul Goodman. So, we had Kim with her Mesa Verde stuff and telling that guy off and everything. So that's one of the branches they're building. This guy is refusing to move, kind of thing. He's already been denied by the court and stuff like that, but I guess he's just refusing to sign on the dotted line and move things forward, so he's just stalling it out, kind of thing. And You know, he was very rude to Kim. Like, just because she makes good money, that doesn't. I don't know. I mean, maybe some of the stuff he said is true. Like, I do sometimes feel like people will just, you know, donate some money to charity, and obviously donating the money to charity is a good thing, but is it such a good thing if you're doing it just to, like, make yourself feel better and feel like you're helping, right? Like, that's always my problem with donating to charity, is I'm always like, well, if I do this, am I just doing it because I want to feel like I'm control? Like, am I doing it for my own personal feelings, or am I doing it because I really want to help people and I really believe in what the charity is doing? And most of the time, it's because I just want to feel better about myself, right? And that's the hard truth. And I feel like a lot of people are going to deny it, but I do think there's some semblance of truth to it. And then you can go and you can tell people, like, oh yes, I've been donating to this charity, and try to, like, make yourself sound better, kind of thing. I don't know. But he definitely was a bit of a jerk, especially after Kim went there and kind of spilled her heart out a little bit to him, and I guess he just didn't believe it, right? That's what it seemed like to me. He said, like, you'll say anything. So he just thinks that that's... But I totally believe. I don't think Kim's not the type of person, you know, when she is trying to be genuine. Obviously, she has had some little scams and stuff like that with Jimmy, but I think she was genuine there. I really do. And so it's I understand her frustration with going back and breaking the bottles and stuff like that. So I was pretty proud of her when she played hardball with him and was like, well, we were offering 18,000. That's gone now. We're going to give you 10. Now, granted, it was nice of her. It was supposed to be 5, right? And and then they were making it 18,000 instead from Mesa Verde. So, like, I guess technically she is still giving some. She lowered it to 10, not all the way down to 5. But um but yeah, I was pretty proud of her doing that and standing up to him. Apparently something that the other people weren't able to do that. I guess they were just more intimidated by him, or didn't know how to handle it, didn't know what to say to get the job done. And even Kim's like, you know, I didn't finish anything, right? And what's her name? The Mesa Verde lady. Damn. I actually can't remember. Crap. But either way, you know, she was like, no, you did what you needed to do, and now we can move forward, right? And it's like, okay, if you don't do this, then we're just gonna go get the sheriff, right? And you're gonna be done, kind of thing, because everything's on their side, and they're just trying to be generous and make it easier. Even Kim went there after and was like, hey, I'll help you move, you know? And she came up with house options, like But I mean, the thing is the problem is, I feel like Kim might have done that even if he didn't say anything. But I can also kind of understand his perspective, where he says, oh, all you do is, like, donate to charity and pretend you're a good person. So, you know, after that guilt trip, she goes and tries to go the extra mile. He could be thinking, well, it's only because I guilt tripped you. It's not because it's something you actually want to do, right? So I can, even though I do think it's something that Kim wants to do, that's also why she's doing all these pro bono cases, because she likes helping people, right? She likes it way more than the Mesa Verde stuff. But, you know, people get used to I mean, you can't, I guess that's not even, I was gonna say, you get used to, like, the amount of money you make and everything, and you don't want to give that up. But also, it's pro bono work. It's not even like Kim can really make money off that stuff anyway. Now, I guess technically she could do like Jimmy's doing, you know, and actually take people on as clients and everything, and get paid for it. And I imagine Jimmy doesn't make nearly as much as Kim does, but, you know, maybe it's more satisfying work for her. And we had that moment where she got called away from her pro bono clients by her new boss that she set herself up with. And I wonder if there's going to be an aspect to Kim that's like, ooh, you know, I'd rather have my freedom to do what I want when I want. I don't want to be tied down. I wonder if she just leaves Mesa Verde at some point with Schweikert and Coakley, puts someone else in charge, and just goes off on her own again, right? I don't know. I definitely think it's possible, especially with the way that she's been kind of, like just putting off Mesa Verde work and everything as much as she can. And the look she gave when Rich was like, I need you to go out there. Like, I don't care about your pro bono work. You gotta go. And, as soon as my dad's the same way. He was his own boss, or he is his own boss. And there's been a couple times where he started running out of work with his own business, and he'd go and he'd work under someone for a little bit, and he hated it. Like, once you get a taste of being on your own, making your own hours, choosing the work that you do, it's really difficult to go back to having a boss that tells you what to do, tells you what time to be in the office, tells you where you're going, so I definitely think there's a direction there for Kim. But anyway, I'm really interested to see what goes on with Gus and Lalo. That stuff's really fascinating. Obviously, these little developments with Kim, I think, are leading us somewhere with her. And Jimmy is just kind of doing his thing now, back in the lawyer game, working on his business. And, I mean, props to him. He tried to get out of this, right? Like, even some things are too far, which I didn't talk too much about that, but I don't think what he did was really that bad. Like, granted, I think Jimmy's more worried about... I don't think Jimmy's worried about following the law. I think Jimmy's more worried about who he is screwing over in this moment, right? Because whoever it is that they're ratting on could go after him, as he said later in the episode. That's something that he's worried about. So, and the fact that it's Gus, that is very cause for concern. But, Mike is sort of involved with that too, so maybe Mike could help Jimmy out as well if all that gets roped in together. Anyway, thank you guys so much. That's going to be it for me. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed. Check out my Patreon if you want to see more from me. Link is in the description below. You can see the rest of Better Call Saul right now on there through my Patreon show tier. Very good stuff. It supports me and what I do, and I very much appreciate it. And I will see you guys in my future reactions. Bye-bye.